start 2 seconds of Black Mountain. And you guys will be in great shape.
Jenny and Endsley.
Hey, all right.
Eric Tro, how do you do?
Good, man.
Pleased to meet you in person. Can't
How you
believe
doing,
it's,
man?
I'll be in here with you. And thank you all so much for being here. I figure my name's Eric, by the way. You'll be on a show called Jazz Caravan. Thanks for being a part of it. So, once we get some sound pumped through here, the news will go until 5:03 and 58 seconds, followed by the news credit funding announcement that takes about 20 seconds. Then we'll be live from this top microphone over here. I'll just introduce the fact that we are now live from the performance studio with the Yardbirds, 89.3 Yardbirds, was it? Okay, that'll work fine. And I believe with the, I think with a flourish of the hand, I'll say CCJA, which will be your cue to hit it. Shane will talk after the first tune.
Officials tell NPR they believe the couple financed the attack
That's
themselves,
quite all right.
maxing out the credit
Okay, good.
getting a loan from the
So you're Metro State now, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, darn. Okay, yeah.
Some Republican leader
Trumpet
of the
and
Senate
trumpet?
is telling his
Yeah.
fellow
Not
lawmakers
aware.
to be prepared to work over the weekend if need be to wrap up legislation to keep the government funded. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell noting the government facing a Friday deadline to pass legislation to keep the government operational. There's a possibility the deadline may have to be extended.
So,
On Wall Street, stocks closed lower. The Dow's down 162 points. This is NPR.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include Citrix, creator
about 10
of
seconds
GoToMeeting, connecting people and businesses in face-to-face online meetings from any device, featuring a personalized meeting room for a custom look. Learn more at gotomeeting.com.
and we are live for the second half of the Jazz Caravan on KUVO Denver from our Phyllis Greer performance studio with live musicians and a live audience. So I ask, won't you please make yourselves known? Yeah, live music. At coloradogives.org. There are many, many nonprofit organizations for you to choose, but we hope that you'll select one that brings jazz to the people, one like this public radio station that you're listening to right now, KUVO, or perhaps a music educational group like the one who's brought in 2 groups to entertain us this afternoon. We'll get things started with a number, and we'll talk afterwards with the leader of the group and the man who co-created this organization some years ago. So we'll be conversing some with Shane Endsley, which is pretty exciting. And so we've been following Knee Body a long time now, and we were already rich in trumpet players, but I see that you also play the drum kits, so that is excellent. We'll be talking with Shane Endsley, and of course Paul Romaine, our man of jazz education right here in Denver, Colorado, and around the world. But hey, enough with the chat. coloradogives.org, if you'll please look it over, select something jazzy, won't you, and enjoy the music of a group calling themselves the 89.3 Yardbirds. It's the Colorado Conservatory for the Jazz Arts.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
then at KUVO in Denver. We are here with the 89-3 Yardbirds from the Colorado Conservatory for the Jazz Arts. Black Nile, the musical Wayne Shorter, sounded real good from this 8-piece group. And hey, welcome to the program. In case you're just tuning in, it is Colorado Gives Day across the Centennial State, an opportunity to give to the organizations that make this a special place to live. And we ask that you consider at least two real fine organizations, the one that you're lending your ear to right now, KUVO, as well as the organization that brought together these and many other young jazz groups, the Colorado Conservatory for the Jazz Arts. And it so happens that we're joined on microphone number 2 by Paul Romaine, professional drummer and co-founder of CCJA. Paul, thanks again for joining us. I can't believe it's been a year since the last time we've done this.
I know, it's a stellar occasion, and it's a very festive honor to be in your presence again in this context, indeed.
In this hallowed space that jazz built on this day where Colorado gives. I was wondering if you're familiar with everyone in the room, Paul. Who all took a solo on that particular tune?
Let's see, I believe we start with Mark Beckerman, and he hails from Eagle Crest High School, right? And then we were followed by Sam Hesch, who's going to Chaparral High School, and then Alex Restivo, who's from, you're going to Regis or Regis High School?
I got off the phone actually maybe about 15 minutes back with Mr. Sauer from Regis. He wishes you the best, man. And sounding real good so far. Thank you, Mr. Restivo.
Let's see, we had Alex Walker on bass, did a little bass solo there, and then we were training with Julian, and Alex is from Fairview High School, and then Julian Archer from Denver School of the Arts on the drums, so on that particular.
Thank you very much, Paul Romaine. Yes, indeed. And this is one of how many groups are you actively drilling and rehearsing right now?
Wow. Well, currently we have 11 small groups and vocal jazz ensembles. 12 small groups. It's a good thing our executive director is here. We're going to make her talk on the microphone. But we have 12 small groups and a vocal jazz ensemble. So we're running in 4 different locations: Highlands Ranch, the University of Colorado, University of Denver, and Denver School of the Arts. And about 80 kids involved right now. 80 kids and some adults too. So we're kind of expanding some of our programming to include adults as well.
And how many active instructors on your roster now?
Well, for the main faculty, it's as many as we have groups, so there's 12, 13, because we have 12 ensembles and vocal ensembles. And that's what really differentiates us, I think, from a lot of other programs is access to the really master musicians in the jazzity in this area. We're fortunate enough to have all these wonderful, a treasure trove, if you would, of seasoned professionals who are pretty much a direct lineage to the very roots of the music. If you go back to some of our faculty have played with Dizzy Gillespie, or Jimmy Heath, or.
And if I recall, you joined up with, was it Woody Herman pretty much out of school, yeah?
Well, yeah, I toured with them for a bit and met a bunch of folks, which, we're still, once you do that, it's like a band of brothers, crazy perusing the countryside in a bus, like going from one place to the other. It's nuts, man, but it's really cool. And it's kind of like that kind of vibe that I think our faculty is able to impart upon our students, that they might not get that vibe like in other places. They actually get to play with them sometimes. So
Man, you're doing just fine. But no regrets, of course. But I'm sure if you had the opportunity to do it all over again, I'm sure you would have wished, before getting on that bus the first time and tearing across the country with a bunch of half-cocked lunatics, that you had some of the foundations that the CCJA imparts.
Indeed. I would say that, there are a number of years of my particular youth, in my instance, that were really wasted. And I mean that in so many ways. But, and I think that to have this as a resource and to have us there to kind of, be around for folks to be part of our family, because once they're in this organization, they never go away. I talked about our main faculty, but since our inception, over 1,000 students have gone through our programs, and now many of them are all over the country playing this music, and a number of them are part of the Denver jazz scene now, like a vital part of what's happening in Denver, and a number of them are standing side by side next to these folks in rehearsals and imparting their wisdom upon them as well. They're not very much older than these guys are.
Well, sure, and of course we can only speak from our own experiences, but speaking from my own, Wasted Youth is a proof of purchase for adulthood, and that's why I'm glad that there are organizations like yours that are working to make purposeful youths, and that's why I'm glad I have the opportunity to share with people every afternoon the music that's made my adult lifehood more meaningful. I wish it happened earlier, but again, this is the hand we're dealt, and on a day like today, when it is Colorado Gives Day, this is an opportunity for all of these organizations that are working with people, not just young people or one type, but a whole spectrum of humanity, and a lot of do-gooders in the Centennial State, and you can help many of your own choosing online at coloradogives.org, and we'll have plenty of opportunity to talk, Paul. May we return to another tune with the 89.3 Yardbirds?
89 Yardbirds, yes, absolutely. And hopefully they stay in here to say number 10.
I would appreciate it, but no pressure. In the meanwhile, you're in tune to a live performance with the Colorado Conservatory for the Jazz Arts on the Jazz Caravan at KUVO Denver. Fellas, please.